Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope all of you are doing really well. Tell me, how are you feeling? How are you doing? If you have recently joined, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you. It is my honor, and I hope you enjoyed the videos that I put out. And to everyone who have been there right from the start, thank you for being so supportive, generous, positive, with your love and comments. Alright, let's get straight to the topic. So today I am going to bring in a message from your parents about your future spouse. And this reading is divided into parts. So we are going to delve into your parents' feelings about your future spouse. What is their message, advice, or expectations for you when choosing your life partner, followed by their fears and concerns about your spouse. After that, we will talk about their first impression and the kind of bond they are going to share with your spouse. What will they love the most about your spouse? And if they have to describe their relationship in one word, what would that be? Okay, so lots to cover. So please remember, this is a general and timeless reading. It may or may not resonate with each one of you. Please use discernment. If you feel a message is for you, take it. Otherwise, it could be for someone else. Okay, and if you would like to book a personal reading or donate to the channel, all the information is given in the description box of this video. Okay, so you can check it out. We have 3 groups and these images on them. So choose the one you are most drawn to. If you feel inclined to watch another pile, you are more than welcome to do so. Now let's jump right in. Okay, so I will see you at your pile. Hello group 1. If you chose this image, welcome to your reading. So today we are going to get a message from your parents about your future spouse. Let's see what they have to say. Now this is going to be an advice, suggestion, or message you when choosing a life partner. Their expectations about the kind of partner you should end up with. Okay, so what would they like to say to you? Alright, we have Yang. Okay, so this is fire energy. You could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay, so I feel your parents would want you to be more assertive about your needs. They expect you to express more and take the lead in your relationship. Perhaps they feel you go to great lengths for the people you love, but you do not get enough in return. So the advice here is to be in your power. Let them know you have the power to create and equally contribute in your relationship. Yang signifies masculine energy, so another message for you is to make it happen. Okay, they would want you to take action if you want your desires to manifest into concrete form, because they feel you are too understanding. You sometimes, most of the times, not sometimes, most of the times, you let go of what you want and you sacrifice things for the other person, and then you make it your life's mission to make their life easy, to take responsibility. And you tend to be extremely committed and invested in your relationship to a point where you forget about your needs. You forget who you are and what you want. And to let people understand it is a two-way street. Allow them to cooperate with you. And they want to say the circumstances will always support you if you learn to take action. Some of you are currently with someone and you want to take things forward, or you have someone on your mind, someone you want to get married to, or maybe you see a long-term prospect with that person. I feel this person won't be their preferred choice, But you will have to assure your family that regardless of all the differences, your person and you share a bond of love, commitment, and equality. And I feel your parents would want to get to know them only if you feel this person wants to get married to you, and they would do everything in their power to keep you in their life. Because right now, the energy I'm getting from your parents' higher self about your current partner is that they are really inconsistent, okay? So, right now, they don't feel this person is worthy of being your long term partner, okay? Alright, so that is their message. Now, let's see what are their fears and concerns about your person. What are their fears and concerns about your person? Their fears and concerns about your spouse, your long-term partner. Their fears and concerns for group 1. What are their parents' fears and concerns about their spouse? What are their parents' fears and concerns about their spouse? Okay, I will get. Okay, let's get to one more. Okay, so we have rude tone. If they are not kind and gentle with you, I think that is their concern. Not helpful with kids or the household. You will have to be responsible for everything, and this person is not going to help you out. Now that's something they don't really want for you, because you are understanding and caring. Probably you are the kind of person who would not raise his or her voice, not even in an argument or when you are angry. Perhaps when someone talks to you loudly, you feel threatened, and we have self-serving decisions. So your parents would not want you to be with someone who is going to disregard your opinions, or maybe this person is not going to ask you at all when making major decisions involving the two of you. Okay, they would not want you to end up with someone who is loud, selfish, who is not really helpful. Okay, now let's talk about their first impression and the kind of bond they are going to share. We have mind intensity, laziness, and we have courtship. First of all, I feel your future spouse will be someone who is either young or has a very youthful spirit. I feel when your parents will meet this person, they would feel your spouse is intelligent, rather good with words. Alright, I'm getting your spouse is opinionated, and also they are aware of different things. So this is someone who can hold a conversation. They would comfortably talk about various things, putting forth their opinions, their ideas, being all confident. Although I feel deep down they would be nervous because they do not want to mess this up. Okay, so it's a genuine feeling, right? I feel when this person is anxious, he or she talks a lot more than they usually do to kind of sublimate their anxiety. I feel whatever they do for a living could involve being a good communicator. Could be a lawyer, something to do with education, or a consultant, advertising, or sales. But your parents or family would feel they are ambitious and they have clarity about what they want. Okay, hear me out. I feel this person will not be financially abundant. They are financially stable, but they are not super rich, extremely wealthy. Okay, they somehow feel they lack in that department. So they are going to assure your parents that they have a rational plan of action, and the fact that they are very dedicated to reach wherever they need to be. For someone, I feel this person could have started working in the family company, an advertising company, some sort of a family business, or maybe something to do with customer dealing, and they are going to share their insight about how they will expand their growth and enhance their credibility. I feel your parents will be impressed by the ideas. I also feel your parents want you to settle with someone who is well off. I have no idea why, but this is coming out strongly. Quite secure. For a few of you, this person comes from an affluent background, a bureaucrat or a politician, but your spouse is not afraid to speak their mind, which makes them extremely likable for your parents because they don't want to keep guessing. They don't want to figure things out. And this person will be extremely transparent. And I feel your spouse would not shy away from clearing their doubts about themselves. Okay, I feel your parents are going to ask them questions. Okay, and you may feel it's awkward or embarrassing, but your spouse will be happy to answer. Okay, they will be really honest about whatever they feel. This is going to be their initial thoughts, but the energy is absolutely going to shift as and when your parents get to know your spouse, when you are married, when you are together. Okay, I'm getting your parents may think sometimes your spouse acts immature, or maybe kind of have this tendency to neglect their responsibilities. Probably they are workaholic. Okay, so maybe they are not really helpful with the kids or the household. But you know what I'm sensing? Your spouse is extremely driven. Okay, they want to be on the top. They want to climb up their professional ladder. Your spouse likes to enjoy and celebrate his or her accomplishments. And they should, because they would have worked really hard for it. So I feel that would make your parents really proud and quite satisfied. Your spouse will not only provide for your material comforts, they will share an amazing bond with you. They will honor and appreciate your support in their success, and they would like to shower you with gifts, expensive jewelry, surprise holidays. I feel with this person you will get a lot more than what your parents would have initially thought of. But on the downside, I feel, some people really like to talk about their achievements. Okay, I don't think they do it on purpose. I'm also getting this person is a go-getter, action-oriented. They are committed to whatever they put their mind into. Your parents would feel they have the ability to work through challenges. If you encounter them at any point, they will take care of it. They also have a positive outlook towards life, and they have the courage and confidence to change their situation through their dedication, even if it means taking big risks. They also do not shy away from taking the first step or helping their family or friends in times of need. This is the kind of person who knows his next goal and works towards it. I feel your parents would feel this person makes effort to balance his work and family life. I feel this is a new person, maybe someone is going to introduce you guys at a party, social event. That's where you will get acquainted, maybe a birthday party or a social event, a gathering of some sort. For some of you, your friends or your cousins are going to set you up with this person. Okay, I'm also getting there will be plenty of meeting, spending time together, with each other and with the family at times. And I feel that is going to be the reason your parents will feel this person is a good match for you. So they will connect a lot more, be more open, comfortable. And we all have our drawbacks, but I feel your parents will not be alarmed by any of their not so pleasing qualities. Okay, it would not be a red flag. There could be a fire, air, or water sign: Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now let's see what would your parents love most about your spouse. What would your parents love most about your spouse? We have ambitious yet grounded. Yes, that was coming through, right? They are humble, they are grounded, they are ambitious, What would their parents like about their spouse? Group 1, what would their parents like about their spouse? Lovely smile. So I feel this is someone who is quite cheerful. They have a beautiful smile, okay, and they are quite welcoming, okay. And your parents feel their smile brings a lot of positivity and warmth. Let's get one more. Okay, so what they love about their spouse. What they love about their spouse. Politeness, okay. So we had rude tone, something they were afraid of, but your spouse is going to be really polite. Now let's say if your parents have to describe their bond, what would that be? How would they describe their bond with pile 1's future spouse? Okay, we have support system. So your person is very supportive, always helpful, okay. They're always there for your parents, okay, and that is something they absolutely love. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. How would they describe their bond or their relationship? Great understanding, okay. So your spouse and your parents share a great understanding. This says a lot. They are going to build a very strong relationship. I think this is where I should end this. I hope the sweet and short message brings a smile on your face, okay. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment to let me know, and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for being here. I am sending lots of love and light to you. Take care. Hey group 2, if you chose this image, welcome to your reading. So today we are going to get a message from your parents about your future spouse, okay. This is going to give us a message, advice, or suggestion for you from your parents when choosing a life partner, okay. What should you keep in mind? What are their expectations, or the kind of life partner they would want for you, okay. Let's see what we have. Okay, so we have loyal heart. Wow, this is amazing. I feel your parents share a great relationship with each other, or they have been married for a really long time. So the message for you is to be loyal to yourself, okay. You need to understand and be very clear about what you want and how you want your relationship to be. They want you to learn to be kind and loyal towards yourself first. Ask yourself, are you being completely honest about what you want? And if you are with someone, is that relationship everything you have always wanted? If deep down your inner voice says no, then you are not being truthful. They are saying never ignore your gut feeling about someone you are with. Your heart will know who is the right person, and they want you to end up with someone who is loyal, dedicated, committed, someone who is your soulmate. You should hold the key to each other's hearts. I feel your parents are really romantic. I feel here your parents are bringing the message of the universe, and the universe wants to give this to you because subconsciously you are manifesting a relationship like this. We have the crown, the king and the queen. They would love for you to find someone who is mature, wise, loyal, hardworking, and perhaps both of you will share the same core values. Yes, they feel a union of hearts should always be accompanied by the union of minds, okay. And they want you to find the right person for you, okay. I feel you will end up with your divine counterpart, with a soulmate. Your parents want you to be honest with yourself, and their advice for you is to not settle for less than what you truly deserve. And you know, they feel you sort of underestimate yourself and you settle for something which doesn't match your energy, your mentality. So they would want you to stop doing that. Okay, let's see what are their fears and concerns about your person. Right, let's see what are their fears and concerns about your spouse. Pile 2's parents' fears and concerns about their spouse. Pile 2's parents' fears and concerns about their spouse. The fears and concerns about their spouse. We have addiction to bad habits. So someone who maybe drinks a lot or smokes a lot, who is not responsible, always indulgent, someone who doesn't know how to be in control of themselves, right? So that could be your parents' fears. Okay, now let's get 2 more. Their fears and concerns. Let's get 2 more. Their fears and concerns. Okay, let's get these 2. We have disrespectful. Okay, yeah, so this is a very natural fear. So mutual respect is very important. And somebody who is not sensitive, empathic, empathy is dead, or they are not connected to source, if they don't know what it means to be a human, being empathic, not just towards you, but towards everyone around them, you know. Okay, so now let's get their first impression. What do they think about your spouse? Okay. The kind of bond they are going to share. We have courage, silence, we are the world, and message of concern. You know what I got? I heard your spouse is a guiding light. Their presence is felt by everyone who is around them. Yes, they have the most uplifting energy. Your parents' first thoughts would be that this is a very peace-loving individual who is filled with humility. This is the kind of person you can't picture being loud, aggressive, or volatile in any sort of way. I feel your parents would not stop talking or gushing over them. That is what I'm getting. Your spouse is very true to who they are. There is no facade. There is no deception. So a lot of times when people meet them, they feel this person is too good to be true, or, you know, they're hiding something. And your family or your parents may feel the same way. But let me tell you, this is not the kind of person who keeps skeletons in the closet. I feel your spouse is really connected to source. Okay, very empathic, could even be a light worker. Why I feel they are spiritually evolved, awakened, and they have a healing effect on people. Your parents would feel they are naturally beautiful, pure, really open-minded. Their energy is gentle. They have a wonderful voice, and they are really receptive to other people's opinions, their perceptions. This person is quite respectful and considerate of other people, and I'm also hearing they love animals, or I feel they could be a dog parent. Okay, your parents would feel an instant connection to your spouse because that's how comfortable they make it for people around them. Alright, I'm seeing they could have had a difficult childhood, or they have single-handedly forged a path for themselves to become successful in life. You know, when you walk through fire, you either burn and perish or burn and rise like a phoenix. So this person has a lot of strength and power which they have acquired through their life experience. And once your parents get to know them, you know, in a better way, they would feel like they never have to worry because your spouse doesn't take no for an answer. What I mean to say is, if you encounter any sort of adversity in your married life, your spouse will find a way to overcome all challenges. That's how they are. Extremely hopeful and quite positive. The sort of person who will always find an alternative. Nothing can deter this person from achieving their goal. To give you an example, they work at a job which pays really well, and one day they come home and you get to know they have resigned and they are going to start their own project, their own business. And this may freak you out, but they would have already made a plan of action. And the best part is, I feel they really believe in themselves. They are going to make it work. Or maybe randomly they decide to move to another country or location. I feel they like challenges, it seems. Although your family could be concerned by their certain major life-altering decisions, okay? But I'm also getting, they may travel a lot, high up the ladder, could work with the government. I'm also getting corporate sector vibes. So your spouse is someone who believes in a strong family unit. They may also feel their family keeps them grounded, and they love stability. Their domestic environment should have a strong foundation, and that's why they wholeheartedly work towards it. They will be financially abundant. I feel they can make instant connection with all groups of people. They get along pretty well with people of all ages. Your spouse will share a great relationship with your parents and your siblings. They would always call to check up on them, share happy news with them, spend time with them, listen to their stories, and assist them with whatever they need. So your parents are going to love them. They might have a large family, and they could be traditional, or they may love to celebrate their culture. I'm also hearing someone who is friendly, social, and community oriented, okay? So I feel your spouse has a lot of good qualities which your parents would absolutely appreciate. They would feel they did turn out to be exactly the way they wanted, a perfect husband or wife. And even you could be a light worker, a healer, and your spouse is generous and compassionate, truly caring. They do not like to throw unnecessary tantrums, or they do not like to upset people. And it's not because they are a people pleaser or they are a doormat. It's just because they are genuinely kind and forgiving. They don't engage in petty arguments, or they don't take everything too personally, okay? I am getting, you may share instances with your family or your parents where your spouse is being taken advantage of. Your parents may at times feel your spouse does not have healthy boundaries. They never put people in their place, which is sometimes quite important. And they may feel, or maybe just the fact that they can be easily pushed around. Okay, and that is something they are going to be concerned about. I feel someone from their family would try to meddle in your relationship, and it could create issues. Your parents would not be happy with the fact that your spouse does not establish solid ground rules for people around them, even if it means healthy boundaries with family. Family members who are constantly interfering a lot in their personal life or personal affairs and using your spouse's good heart to their advantage. As a parent, this is going to be a bit of a concern for them, okay? They would not want your spouse to be unfair to you. They would not want your spouse to be unfair to you or the marriage because of another person. Your spouse could be a fire or an earth sign individual. Now let's see, what would your parents love most about your spouse? What would your parents love most about your spouse? For my group 2, what would their parents love most about their spouse? Okay, let's get 3 cards. Cancel plans for family time. Yeah, so they really value their family. Their family could be their priority, so they would not hesitate to cancel plans to spend time with their family. Yes, I feel if you can hear the sound of the aeroplane, I feel this person travels a lot, or they are really busy, and they make time for their family. So what would they love about the spouse? Let's get two more. What would they love about your spouse? What would they love about your spouse? Full of gratitude. I feel they truly express their love. They are appreciative, grateful, and they always tell the people they love how much they love them, through words, compliments, gifts, and we feel grounded, humbled when we are grateful and appreciative of the things we have. And we have never missed a compliment. What a surprise. I told you, this is someone who is quite expressive. They would always compliment people, be appreciative, kind. Yes, they never miss a chance to tell people how much they love them. Now let's see, how will your parents describe their bond with your spouse? How would they describe their bond with your spouse? How would they describe their bond with your spouse? How would they describe their bond with their spouse? Okay, let's get these two. Okay, so here we have secure and admiration from afar. There will be a lot of admiration, security, and love in this connection. I feel you and your parents could live in different cities, states, or countries, so you may not get a chance to see each other quite often, but your parents will feel involved, okay, in your life. I feel more than you, your spouse will take the initiative to be connected to your family. If I'm not wrong, I told you they always check up on your parents. They would share an amazing bond with them. Those are the kind of things your parents would really appreciate. Okay, so on this high note, I think we should stop. That is what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this message brings a smile on your face. If you enjoy this reading, don't forget to like, comment to let me know how this resonates, and subscribe if you haven't already. I am sending lots of love and light to you. Take care. Hello group 3, if you chose this image, welcome to your reading. So today we are going to get a message from your parents about your future spouse. We are going to delve into your parents' feelings and thoughts about your long-term partner, your spouse. Okay, and this is going to be an advice, a message, a suggestion from your parents about the kind of partner you should look for. What are their expectations, or the kind of partner they would want you to end up with, okay? Alright, we have by the books. Alright, their advice is for you to end up with someone who understands your values, honors, traditions, okay? For some of you, I feel this could be an arranged marriage, or your parents would actively participate in trying to set you up with someone who would match their expectations. But I feel your parents and you are looking for the same sort of person who possesses the qualities of a leader, who is family oriented, financially stable, someone who is grounded, and they live by a code or follows rules, someone who knows how to protect themselves and their family, who is social, friendly, and ready to help the community in times of need. And I strongly feel this is the kind of person the universe has in store for you. Okay, I'm getting a message. No, not a message. It's a suggestion. Your suggestion is look for someone who matches your energy and values, rather than finding someone who is not in sync with you and hoping for them to change. or come to your level. Okay, so maybe you have been doing that in the past. So this could be a really important message for some of you. Okay, now let's see what are their fears and concerns about your spouse. Your parents' fears and concerns about your spouse. What are their fears and concerns about your spouse? Fears and concerns. Not considerate. Okay, so they would not want you to be with someone who does not value your opinions or value who you are as a person. They do not care about your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions. Alright? Financially unstable. Would not want you to end up with someone who doesn't have his or her life together. And addiction to bad habits. So somebody who knows the art of moderation, who knows what is right and what is not. You know what I feel? Bad habits or bad behavior should not be encouraged, and that could be a rule in your house. A lot of you could come from a rich cultural background, values, rules, discipline, being organized, financial independence. All of this is really important to the way you have been groomed or the way you have been brought up. Okay, so your parents would want you to find someone has been brought up in the same way. Now let's see what is their first impression and their bond with your spouse. Okay, interesting. Alright, we have going with the flow, guilt, the creator, and courthouse. Okay, first I would like to say for a majority of you, you have not met your spouse. This is someone new. And I feel your parents will like this person, although not right away. I am sensing with your parents, your spouse is going to build a relationship which is easy, relaxed, and pretty chilled out. I'm also getting for a majority of you, your parents could be strict, quite traditional, discipline loving. As I said, they like being in control of everything. They are not very flexible, and there could be distance between the two of you and your parents. Like you feel they do not understand your perspective, and they may feel the same way. I feel your equation with your parents would not be comfortable. You may not share about your life, your dreams, your desires, your personal life, your thoughts, your ideas. Okay, but I feel slowly your spouse will penetrate through this invisible barrier and make their way to your parents' heart. One of their qualities which will be highly appreciated by your parents would be their adaptability to change. Probably their background involves a lot of shifting, moving places, changing jobs, which means they are ready for new experience. They can easily survive in any environment. So your parents would think they most certainly are quite resilient. I would say this is the kind of person who calls a spade a spade. So people in general may feel they are rude or blunt, quite direct, but they always speak their mind, whether people like it or not. Your parents would feel they do not let external forces affect, influence, or manipulate them in any sort of way. There is a strong sense of believing in themselves. Another thing they are going to observe is that your spouse would not be embarrassed or afraid to talk about their failures or weaknesses, and they might share something where they failed or they had to deal with loss, and then they learned to pick themselves up and move on to something else. Your parents would feel this is an indication that your spouse doesn't beat themselves up. They're not too hard on themselves when they make mistakes. They accept, learn their lessons, and move on instead of sulking or tormenting themselves, not letting go and being unable to move. Your parents would love that, I must say, because a lot of us still struggle with moving forward or letting go. Yeah. They would see your spouse as a mature and knowledgeable person, someone who has a lot of fire burning at all times, and that is going to help them create something new in their life. They are not afraid of falling down or embarrassing themselves because they trust their vision and believes in taking action. They would also say your spouse is tactful, patient, and calm, and most importantly, they know how to stand up for themselves and others. They do not tolerate injustice, and they would be absolutely ready to fight back if someone is being unfair. And this is the type of person who would throw facts in your face to prove their point. So their arguments are never baseless. And I'm also getting your spouse will ask for support and guidance from their parents and yours whenever they need. So they would want to take advantage of your parents' wisdom and their life experience, right? To give you an example, if you guys have a heated argument, something you cannot resolve between yourselves, so they are going to present their case in front of a neutral third party, your parents or theirs. Now, I feel your parents are going to thoroughly enjoy this because who doesn't want to be the judge, right? It doesn't mean they are always going to do that. But sometimes you need a higher perspective. Sometimes we need someone to tell us how we can make things better, to own up to our mistakes and then rectify them. I feel your parents would appreciate that they are being involved, not just in your happy moments, but also in times of crisis. Your person could be a lawyer, a legal advisor, maybe owns a business, something to do with being in the forefront. Could be an activist. They could be a water, fire, or an air sign individual. All right. Let's see what your parents are going to love most about them. What will your parents love most about your spouse? What will your parents love most about your spouse? What will they love most about their spouse? For my group 3. Purely affectionate. They're really affectionate towards the people they love and trust. Okay. Sort of like they don't want much in return. They are a loving individual. Okay, so what do they love most about them? Alright, we have follows culture and traditions. Okay, so follow their culture and their traditions, something they are going to absolutely love about your spouse. Let's get one more. Okay, let's get one more. So they will be a wonderful parent and extremely affectionate, always involved with the kids. The kids are going to love them, being a wonderful parent. Now let's see how will they describe their relationship with your spouse. How will your parents describe their relationship with your spouse? How will they describe their relationship with your spouse? My group 3. a loving connection. Your parents are going to be really fond of your spouse. Okay, let's get one more. Yes, let's get one more. We have healthy dynamic. I have to say, this is going to be a friendly, healthy, affectionate, loving connection. Okay, so that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this brings a smile on your face. And if you like this reading, don't forget to like, comment to let me know how this resonates, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm sending lots of love and light to you. Take care.